I'm trying to be loud because I think I speak too quietly. And
No.
even with our little microphones, my voice is always quite quiet.
Now you're going to be too loud.
Now I'm probably going to be too loud. Yeah.
Deafen everybody on their TVs and laptops.
So we started our, well, what will be a 4-week cruise 3 days ago. And we started obviously at Shepperton. So today we left our mooring in Windsor, which we actually managed to successfully moor in a really nice spot.
The best spot we could find.
Yeah, literally
yeah,
on like a little island, or sort of off a
Bath Island.
Bath Island, and we were right next to a little bench, right near a water point. Well,
nice grass.
unofficial
It was lovely,
water
wasn't
point.
it?
Grass, yeah, bins.
And the sun came out.
The sun came out. It was lovely. Shame we couldn't sort of find that one before. Mind you, it was bank holiday weekend,
Yeah,
so it was a bit crazy,
yeah.
wasn't it? So we haven't done any video in yet of our 3 days because it's sort of where we've been already. But we are now in uncharted territory.
We are
We've
coming through
sorry,
Bray.
We're in Bray, yeah. We've just come out of Bray Lock. Oh, just to mention, sorry, we need to do some washing. So yeah.
Look at that.
Our washing is behind us. And apparently we've just been told in the lock that along here, where we're sort of coming up to now, is where a lot of stars live. And apparently you can get an app to find out who lives in which house.
It's a little bit stalky.
A bit stalky, we thought, yeah.
Well, I don't know what that is, but I want to stop there because I want breakfast.
Some of these houses are massive.
Phenomenal. I mean, just wow. If the sun was out, which it should be in July, it'd be beautiful living there, wouldn't it? Neighbours would love me, wouldn't they? I'd have the barbecue out there.
I can't believe it's July, it's a bit yucky today, but good drying day, as my nan
The
would
washing's
say.
almost done. It's only
Yeah.
been out an hour.
So, cheeky little tip here that I came up with for the washing, probably people have done it already. So we've got obviously the cover, and there's a little eyelet hole, so I've run a washing line from side to side. So I've got a double washing line. And I've got my error inside as well from the smalls because I didn't think you'd want to see them.
Or lose them.
Or lose. Don't want me knickers flying down the river.
No, because that'd be the third thing that you've dropped in the river.
Yeah, so just to catch you up. So obviously I've dropped these mics in the river before. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Runnymede.
And then we moored up at Runnymede.
Again, the second time we've been to Runnymede, and what happened?
Yeah, second time that I have dropped something in the river. So these glasses, which I bought specially for the boat because they're reactor light ones, so they go darker in the sunshine. It means I can actually see. Were on the top of my head.
Sorry, I'm taking photos.
And I didn't have my little strings on. Went to scratch my head. I was sat on the back there, and plop, straight in the river. Really good at that. However, we weren't lucky this time because they just went bloop, 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 bloop,
And
sunk to the bottom. So Richard was out there with his magnet, fishing magnet.
Hoping to get the tiny little screws on the end.
Screws in the corner, but it wasn't going to happen.
No.
So Richard became my hero and
on with the snorkel.
donned his snorkel and his goggle things. Well, that's not goggles.
Face mask.
Face mask, that's the one. And went diving, and I can't believe we found them. I thought they were gone. I thought that's it, they're gone. There's like 100 and whatever they were quid.
I mean, I like snorkeling in a nice warm sea, like when we're
It wasn't really
Egypt.
a very nice day.
No.
So,
Murky Thames.
yeah, I can't believe he found them. So they were in like a little, there was like a hole, if you like, and they'd sunk and got sort of wedged down the bottom of this hole, and he found them. I can't believe it. And there's a tiny little scratch literally on the edge of it, and that's
You could see about maybe 10 inches in front of you down on the bottom, and you just have to comb the the floor looking for them.
I think the one thing that helped is because they're reactor lights. When you actually get water on them,
They were glowing blue.
they sort of
Weird.
yeah, they go sort of like blue sort of glow. So because they were in the water, you could actually see them glowing.
Yeah, when you got them there,
Yeah.
because it was a bit dark.
I thought Jaws would come to get him because he was flapping his feet, and I started getting all worried and panicky, thinking that he was drowning, and he wasn't. He's quite a good swimmer.
I had to roll back over.
You had to roll
'cause
over to get him.
You get pushed along, don't you, by the current?
So do you think people live in these houses then? Do you think these are
I don't know, but you've got to have a lot of money to live here.
Yeah.
There's one for sale back there.
Don't think we can afford it somehow.
Oh yeah, it would be alright. Have one of them. Not. Well, not quite today.
There are some big houses.
Big. If it is. Yeah, look at this.
So we've just been through Bolter's Lock. Really nice lockkeeper there, nice lady, having a chat.
Good chinwag, didn't you?
Have a really good chinwag. Yeah, she really liked the boat and is thinking of getting one herself. And we're now coming up towards Clevedon, I think you pronounce it. Apparently named one of the most beautiful spots on the river. It's really lovely. So shortly we should be coming up to Clivedon House. So I'm not sure if we can see it from the river, but we'll see in a minute. And is it 100% true, is it? Or is it rumour?
Yeah, that's where the affair started.
Oh, so that's where the Profumo affair apparently started.
That's where he first met, I've forgotten her name.
Yeah. I can't remember her name either, but that's where he met her, and the whole affair and scandal was born.
But it's out there. Somewhere.
Up there.
Where you can't see, because all you can see is my washing.
Yeah. Lovely view for you. This is only 2 shelves.
Ah, there's the mooring. That's Rosie.
It is.
That's our friends, Rosie and Jim. That's
Oh.
Rosie. Where's Jim? There's Jim.
Jim.
I'm going to have to beep to Jim. He's not in.
So very big.
What are you doing? You can't
just
do that when I've got hold of the steering.
I'm taking the revs down. It's too loud.
Drop the revs and it goes. Whoa.
So there's a little
That much. We'll stop it.
It's a little story about well, we call them Rosie and Jim. I can't remember what their names are.
Her name's Gladys.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know that? Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what his name is, but for the last sort of 2 days, couple of days, we've been following them.
And there's another boat we're going past that witnessed me snorkeling for your sunglasses.
They did, yeah. Another boat that we that went past us while I thought he was just having a swim and he was looking for sunglasses.
I did offer him to come and help, but apparently she had dipped her toes in earlier and refused to go in any deeper.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, back to Rosie and Jim, as we call them. So we were sort of following them. He keeps interrupting me. I'm trying to tell him a story.
I want to see the house.
Okay, you want to see the house? Let's do the house first then. We'll go back to Rosie and Jim. So, coming into the frame now, it's a little bit far, is the house. Was it a hotel though?
So
then?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it still is, isn't it?
Where the whole scandal started. The birth of the scandal. There it is. It's just started raining again.
Anyway.
Right, now, back to Rosie and Jim. Okay, so we were following them and it was quite funny. They've got sort of like little narrowboats, and they're like the little stubby ones, aren't they?
They're
like,
small, they're not very long.
Yeah,
they're
probably quite dinky.
30 foot.
And as we were following them, a few times we were like, what are they doing?
We first came up to them, didn't we, as we approached Shepperton Lock?
Yeah.
So right at the start of our trip.
Yes.
And he was sideways going through the lock.
Yeah, he was. I suppose if you haven't got the weight behind you on the river with the flow and stuff, it's quite hard. So yeah, he was sideways in the lock, and we were like, we don't know what's going on here. Just about to.
I'm just moving over.
Have a crash with the white boat.
No.
For some reason, white boats seem to like to just sort of head straight for you.
They do.
They don't realise that we can't sort of just spin on a, I don't know, sixpence. I think that's the saying.
Something like that, yeah.
I think we're in the clear now. Anyway, I'm going to get this story out about Rosie and Jim. So he was sideways in the lock, and we were just like giggling because we were like, we don't know what they're doing. Anyway, we came in behind them. He seemed quite friendly. I think you had a little chat with him, didn't you? Did you have a chat with him in the lock or not? Was that
briefly.
Later?
Yeah, briefly.
And we followed them out, and then we came up to, was it Chertsey Bridge where the pub is?
Chertsey Bridge.
So Chertsey Bridge. And so obviously on the river you're supposed to try and keep right. They'd gone over to the left.
Right over to the left.
Right over to the left,
Bang.
literally under the bridge. And we sort of passed them on the right archway. And we were like, what are they doing? And she'd sort of gone first and was sort of hovering. He was sort of having a bit of a trouble going under the bridge. And we were like, oh, you know, perhaps they're trying to moor up. Anyway, I think we got to the next lock, and didn't they come in the next lock again?
Well, they wanted to stop for a cup of coffee, didn't they?
That's right,
to make some lunch. But they couldn't get moored up there. I don't know why. It was just all went sideways and pear-shaped, so they gave up.
Yeah.
Then came up behind us in the lock. So I told them where our next sort of mooring was, where it's nice to stop, but they ignored that and just moored up on the lock landing for lunch.
That's right.
So we left them.
We did.
We then moored up, didn't we, in Layham? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
And that's when the rain came down in
really
buckets.
heavy.
So we then decided to put the oven on and have lunch. Then we have
no, we were having our dinner. We were having our dinner, weren't we?
Yeah. So we had our chips on the go, everything. Yummy.
Yeah. So we weren't going to help them, but we were like tucking into our potato wedges. So.
We just put it down, didn't we? And he was sort of front of his boat at our kitchen window trying to get in, and it was like, no.
So yeah. So, but then, like, you had a bit of a chat, didn't you, to him? And you were telling him. Did you tell him about the moorings in Thames?
I said to him, "There's plenty of moorings in Thames."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we wanted to go to Staines.
Runnymede.
Yeah, and Runnymede because we wanted to go to Staines, so we wanted to pop to the shops. So they set off before us in the morning. They nicked our blooming spot. Well, they
Yeah,
didn't
we
nick
get
our
there
spot.
at the Staines spot and they've taken the whole
They've
thing.
taken the whole blooming mooring spot. We're
With
like,
a 40-foot gap in between them. Which is all a little bit weird.
I sort of shouted, said, "Oh, you've nicked our spot," like having a laugh. And he said, "Oh," she said, "That's all right. You know, he'll move up." She did say his name then, but I still can't remember what it is. We're just going to call him Jim. So he untied and was like moving up. I thought maybe because she was at the front that she would move and then he would follow, and maybe they'd just pull their boats along. But no, he started up the engine, sort of went round the side of her, and I think he was going to moor to the side. He sort of got on the edge of his boat with his rope, and basically his legs were just going whoop between the two boats. I was like, oh, he's going to go in, he's going to go in. He was doing the splits. Anyway, he abandoned that, jumped on her boat, so his boat with the engine going is still going round the front, a precarious angle. Anyway, he managed to get in front of her, I don't know how, and let us in, which was really, really nice of them. And then, by the time we got back from the shops, they'd gone, hadn't they?
Yeah, and we thought that was the end, because they were heading for Oxford, and they
Yeah.
wanted to get there by the end of the week.
Yeah.
So we thought they'd put their foot down and we wouldn't see them again.
Yep.
Nope.
Well, we didn't see them in Windsor, did we? Because we did know...
They stopped in Windsor when we stopped in Runnymede.
Yeah, so I think we were like one mooring stop behind them. Anyway, they want to get to Oxford by the end of the week. We're not really in any rush. And they're moored up back there, so I've seen Rosie and Jim again.
They probably stopped for lunch.
Probably have stopped for lunch, yeah.
Well, I don't know when the next mooring's quite away.
Yeah.
I think we've seen that one before as well.
Rosie and Jim?
Yeah.
I wish I knew what their real names were.
We might find out, because you bet your bottom dollar they're going to come up and find us and moor up behind us.
Probably.